Oh boy, I made a video last week, a very dumb video, where I decided to let my viewers vote on how to use this Masterless Stella Fortuna. Just in case you aren't aware, if you missed it, this is the resource that allows you to ascend a character past level 90. So with 1, you can see I can go from 90 to 95, and then it takes 2 to go from 95 to 100. Going from level 90 to 100 is like a 10%-ish DPS upgrade. Not necessarily for team DPS, because team DPS is more complicated than just one character's DPS. But I thought it'd be fun on a community level to allow all of you to vote on who to level 100. I chose a list of 9 different 4-stars that I thought would be interesting or fun, and then let people vote on it. So here's my reaction. It has been over a week since I posted my video, and they could do the same character 3 times, you could do 3 different characters, whatever you wanted, right? And yes, there's a lot of characters I considered putting on the list, but then for arbitrary reasons I ended up not putting on the list. Some of these are definitely worse than others on they'd be funny once, but then some of them I actually would gain some amount of long-term personal enjoyment for, so I definitely have my preferences. Responses. Okay, that's a lot of Lan Yan. Interesting. Okay, wow. Okay, so first of all, we gotta add the data together. I assume this means Lan Yan won. People just chose Lan Yan because I liked Lan Yan? That's surprising. I said in the video that I think she's like one of the lower value ones. I feel like in the video I tried to make a stronger case for Sethos. I mean, Sethos did get a lot of votes, but the characters that I expected would get very few were the characters I don't actually feature on my channel that often, right? Sorry, it's really interesting seeing the distribution be different between these, right? Maybe by giving people the ability to choose to vote for 3, they're just like, I wonder when people were submitting, they had the mindset of, oh, well, I have 3 votes. I'll vote 2 times for my favorite character of this list. Like I'll vote 2 times for Noelle, because she's my favorite character, right? You can see 9.2%, 6.7% for Noelle. But then Noelle was lower in the first choice here, right? Which makes me think people were like, I'll throw 1 vote for Lan Yan for Seluna, because I know Seluna likes Lan Yan. And that's my thinking of what might have happened here. So I can't help but think maybe I didn't think about this like statistical effect at all, but maybe I accidentally skewed towards Lan Yan winning just because of the fact that I did the multiple choice thing. I just wanted to give people more options to choose different things, like, because I thought it'd be more fun that way. But I didn't really think about the statistical ramifications of that. Yeah, that was totally me? Yeah, okay. Interesting. Well, oops. That was not my intent. My intent was not to try to statistically force Lan Yan to win by human behavior. I just didn't think about the human behavior aspect of people being like, I have 3, I'll give a throwaway to Seluna's favorite character, right? I'm happy to be able to get Lan Yan. I'm not gonna complain about level 100 Lan Yan. Anyways, let's go link to a sheet. And then here is the actual count total. So this is just a count if function, just so we can go off of more than just vibes. Of course, the vibes from the pie chart was pretty obvious that, Lan Yan won. In hindsight, maybe I would have done things a little bit differently. I could have done, I don't know, like a ranked choice voting system. I could have done secondary rounds. I don't think we need to overcomplicate things. This is just meant to be a silly video for, my Genshin Impact account. I underestimated, I suppose, your niceness of people just choosing to vote for Lan Yan because they know I like Lan Yan. And you know what? I'm really happy about that because I like Lan Yan a lot. She is a character I would have loved to level 100 anyways eventually, but she's a low value level 100. So she actually has one aspect that maybe makes it so she does not even get a 10% DPS upgrade. And that is that she has EM scaling damage, probably a 5 to 8% DPS upgrade for Lan Yan compared to the kind of upgrade I would have seen, say, if Sethos had one, where the way that level 100 affects Sethos is a little bit different because of base reaction scaling for Aggravate as well as stuff like Hyper Bloom. But at the end of the day, it's still that fundamental simple 10%. So anyways, we're gonna level 100 her, but I think it's important to get a compare and contrast to see what the effect of this is. There are 2 different builds I'm going to use in Lan Yan, so a very quick rundown of DPS Lan Yan. Either 4-piece VV or 2-piece 2-piece is what I tend to use on Lan Yan, and that is with either an Anemo Goblet or an Attack Goblet. She has her passive that gives her Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, or Electro damage from whatever element she infuses with her. And of course, if you have an Anemo damage goblet, that does not get buffed. Her Anemo damage contribution is bigger than her non-Anemo damage, so Anemo damage goblet's usually better in my experience. But when I do 2-piece, I can use this Anemo Goblet. and a cracked off piece, and the end result, you know, is a similar crit ratio, but quite a bit more EM, and this I find performs meaningfully better for Lan Yan's personal damage, right? But we're going to test both builds. One, the VV build I will use in this team context, because this team context buffs Lan Yan less and relies a little bit more on the Anefa combo. By the way, level 100 will also increase Lan Yan's swirl damage, which is cool. So in this context, you know, and Lan Yan will actually contribute to the lunar charge reaction damage, which is kind of fun. We'll see how much the effect is on this team, and then we're gonna see the effect on.
Magnificent.
Yep, it's the magnificent. It's the Magnificence of Farina Bennett Farazan combo. The expectation here is to see a much more significant increase for, you know, the Farina Bennett team than this team, by the way. Because, again, this team is designed not as much to get huge damage numbers from Lan Yan, right? So, Bram, we're getting, what, 15,000 from that, 35k from Burst? Okay. And, yeah, 15,000, 6,000 elemental damage. Cool. And then normally you do this after you do the Lan Yan skills, and bam, is dead in rotation. Easy peasy. And in Abyss with level 90 Farazan, let's see what we get. Do this. Where are you? There you are. Bram. I couldn't see the damage numbers. 37k. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, good. You're down. Alright. This is a very fun team tonight. It's funny how, like, you don't get that many big damage numbers on the screen with this, but this is Abyss, obviously it's chilling for lunar charge and whatever, but yeah, it just performs pretty well. Okay, it's not easy to get this team to get through Knuckle Duckle with level 90 Lan Yan before it gets its second shield up. It's very quick to get through these ducks, so it's not really a problem as far as like ability to clear, right? As you just saw. Yeah, now let's try Farina Bennett Core, because this is where she would see some much bigger numbers from Lan Yan. Alright, and this is the Lan Yan team, by the way, that I'm most familiar with, so I don't really know. I don't think I need to test this in Abyss, but I'll probably go to Abyss quick and test it just to make sure you know, expectations are all in order. Bam, 37k, 80k, yeah, 37k, 10k, yeah. Bam, tap. Okay, and then do this, do that. I'm gonna do this, because I think that might actually allow me to kill this quicker. Yeah, see, saved an E for the teleport here. Bam. Can I get my energy? No? That's unfortunate. Okay. I should have funneled some fab particles, oh well. I love Lan Yan's range. Oh, this character's so fun. Bam. I love Lan Yan's massive front-loaded damage. Oh, that's so funny. There we go. Not the fastest double clear I've ever had, that's for sure. I just got triple non-crits. Lame. Level 100 ain't gonna help with that. I love Farazan's grouping. These enemies are so annoying with their grouping situation, and Farazan just like trivializes it, and you can do this, bam, and they're just dead. Alligators over there, but who cares? Damn. Alright, this is gonna have a slight issue with the shields, because I can't do nothing about creating a shield in this team, but one funny aspect here is it's not really a problem because you can kind of just permanently stun them. And the AoE potential is more than good enough that, like, I think I got unlucky with killing. This guy didn't die because of unlucky crits, but oh well. Yeah, so anyways, this team performs more than good enough without level 100 Lan Yan. Brown. Bam. Alright. Yeah, my favorite thing about it is how surprisingly good it is in AoE, but there's always that relies on, you know, gripping situation a little bit. Bam. Bam. You guys, yeah, okay, good. The ones coming near me. Might hit all three. Yeah, we did. Nice. Okay. Okay, at this point I should target the one that has the most HP, because the other ones will probably die from the, oops, from the random things like that. And bam. Look, did I switch my character? Whoops. Bam. And easy. Oh, by the way, I think it's very funny that I'm going to have a level 100 Lan Yan before having C6 of her. Hopefully she reruns soon and I can get her without much issue, but Lan Yan, unironically, for my account, is as expensive as a 5-star is. It took me 200 pulls to get C1 and C2, and then C3 came as a random on a weapon banner. So, level 95 will give us a little bit more base attack, a little bit more base HP, and some base defense. Anyways, we're going straight to 100. Yeah, by the way, I know some people are like, oh, you should use it on multiple characters. Yes, but I don't know. And, bam. Level 100 Lan Yan. What a world. Without doing any calcs with this team, my prediction is, we'll use the burst hit since we had 80k before. We are going to get 86k burst hit, which is a little of a conservative estimate. I'm having my expectations lower so that we get a higher number and I can be happy about seeing a higher number than I expect. I seem to have been exactly correct. Okay, my intuition is accurate. So, I thought they would be in the 5 to 8% range, and it seems to be about, we had like 37k on her Animo skill hits to like 40k there. I do really think I will notice this, particularly over time. Even if that damage increase feels relatively small on paper. Every little bit of damage I can get out of Lan Yan matters. Let's see if I notice in Abyss. Alright, damn good. Got Pyro. Okay. I mean, it definitely feels like more damage. Okay, bad. Uh-oh. We're gonna, okay. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Well, that's bad. Not because I can't live, but, well, I lied. I apparently can. I can dodge sometimes. See if I can do this. Should burst it first there. Double non-crit, lame. Yeah, I wasted a burst. Good job, B. Stop it. Oh, you stayed nearby. Okay, thank you. Apparently. Man, he would be dead now if I hadn't wasted a burst. I'm just saving my energy for the next chamber. The fundamental takeaway I would have here is that fighting the Tulpa feels almost exactly the same, but that's just because of how the Tulpa fight goes with like good clears with this team. There's many layers of gameplay optimization that matter a lot more than the actual total talent damage Lan Yan is doing. But when Lan Yan is doing more damage, she is doing noticeably more damage, and more damage is a lot more fun, which is, you know, the real reason I wanted to level 100 her, because it would be more fun. So I'm happy with it. Okay. See, so this chamber I think we should be able to see a more noticeable effect on. But it's still going to be dependent on a little bit of the grouping situation. That is not ideal. Okay, there we go. I waited a little bit on purpose there, and good. Yeah, as long as we, like we just had there, we got the damage down relatively equivalently. That's the ideal here. Okay, bam, bam, bam. Okay, put both there. Okay, oh, one died. Okay, interesting. That's fine. Bam. Okay, there. That was very good. That was very good. Okay. Bam. Didn't have, I think, the Anima Red Shred on these guys, but that's fine. That transition from the first wave was much more important than having Red Shred on them. Okay. Tap. Okay. And similar story here. Okay, that's not perfect, but let's see. Where's the alligator? Alligator's there. Bam. Oh crap. Oh, that works, I guess. Whatever. Alligator's not even dead, but who cares? So that probably seemed a lot better than when I did a level 90. That wasn't all level 100 doing the work, but it definitely helped do that, because like getting to breakpoints of killing the enemies to help transition to those waves like I did there is a really significant difference maker. Yeah, level 100 helped there. But I can tell you I have gotten clears that weren't that different from what I just did there with level 90 before. But it would have taken probably a little bit longer to optimize around. Okay, my ER situation. Not ideal. Let's see. Okay, Ben is fine. That's good. Farazan, less fine. Get a particle here. Okay, good. Not bad. Ow, ow. Alright, what about Lan Yan? Okay, good. Okay. Bam. We kill in one rotation? Oh, we're so close. I don't know if that's missed crits. Come on. Die, please. Oh, I didn't die from fall damage. Damn it. Okay. Oh, it died. Okay. Whoa. Disoriented. It's fine. Yep. Oh, don't die. Okay, bam. Okay, good. Got it on all of them. Yep. Lan Yan has her energy back. Good. Yep. Right, bam. So again, I don't think our clear time is necessarily going to be that much better. I think the grouping situation for the thanksies was a little bit worse than when we had our initial thing. But, you know, so again, it's like fundamentally different experience, but the extra damage like helped in that first wave, for example. If I didn't have level 100 Lan Yan there, I wouldn't have, you know, had that one dude dead before being able to like transition to the next wave of enemies. So it definitely matters. Like, I would say I'm actually noticing it more than I expected even. We'll go and test the Inefa team, but I really do think the real value of this on Lan Yan is just because there was nowhere else for me to really improve her damage other than getting constellations, right? Like that was the path forward, is level 100 constellations, because like artifacts really can't be improved at this point other than the new artifact sets. I'm really enjoying this much damage on Lan Yan. It's not crazy, but it is enough of a damage increase to matter. Even if it's, you know, a minor damage increase, every bit of damage you can get out of one of your favorite characters to play is something noticeable and fun, right? Like, I'm so familiar with how this team and how Lan Yan performs on this build that, like, yeah, like I can just see it. Whereas if you guys had voted for, let's say, Amber or whatever, right? Like, Amber being able to get 10% more damage probably wouldn't be as noticeable because I wouldn't be as familiar with playing her, right? Alright, so as a reminder, we got 15,000 animo damage from her skill, and like 6k of the elemental damage, and then Burst was hitting 35k. So, you see the same percentage-based increase. And in this team context, we should probably see a bigger increase from the swirl damage too, maybe? Or the lunar charge damage contribution. 37k and 16k, yeah. So, it feels really similar. Which is not surprising because this team is not configured as much around Lan Yan getting a bunch of damage. I'll do a quick Abyss run with this team and see if I notice anything. Yeah, Cactus doesn't feel notably different. crap. Energy. Bam. Okay. And bam. I mean, I still really love how Lan Yan feels like she does very meaningful damage in the scene. Alright. Okay, run away. Alright, watch the HP bar here. Bam, bam. Right, like, Lan Yan's still doing very real damage contribution, so, I don't know, it's just funny because, like, compared to the Farina Bennett team, you see so much less damage from Lan Yan, but, like, the team's not really that much worse, right? It's just distributed in a different way, and, I don't know, the team, I can tell you, as far as level 100 goes, this team doesn't feel that different from level 100. I think there are more shenanigans, so Lan Yan's an enemy unit, by the way. I don't think I mentioned these earlier. She can be used to, like, trigger virgins or whatever. So that was faster, by the way, than I got with a clear on the level 90. Yeah, we can use Lan Yan for like triggering whatever Dendro reaction shenanigans. It's a little bit weird to get animal units to be the trigger, so I don't think we really need to mess around with that much, but it might be something I mess around with in the future. Might have a stream where I test some more shenanigans with level 100 Lan Yan. But as far as the ways I am going to get the most value out of DPS Lan Yan, it's a minor damage improvement that will help me optimize my Lan Yan clears, but definitely not like a, oh, I should have said that first. Whoops. Definitely not like a fundamental difference maker in how I can consider using Lan Yan, right? Although we might reach the breakpoint I was mentioning here before, where maybe it is enough extra damage to kill this thing before its shield phase, second shield phase, that is. No, it's gonna get its second shield phase still. Oh, or not? Oh no, it did. Yeah, yeah, it got to a second shield phase. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, there we go. Hey, we killed it before the second shield, and that was easy. That took one retry to kill Knuckle Duckle without getting the second shield up. With level 100 Lan Yan, every other factor is exactly the same. Actually, worse because I'm not starting with energy with an effort this time. So yeah, I mean the damage increase is noticeable enough to reach an important breakpoint, right? Even with this team where Lan Yan's contributing less damage, this is not like fundamentally different from getting better artifacts. But in Lan Yan's case, again, I just don't think I can get better artifacts. So it kind of matters a lot to me, is my thinking right now. Like more than I would have expected. So I guess that is to say thank you. Thank you, viewers, for picking Lan Yan. And I apologize to the viewers who wanted to see someone else. But bam, like, look how clean that was. So yeah, the level 100 matters. That's I think all I can really say. I think this video is probably going to be a little bit long already, but I'm going to see if I can get a fearless clear on the Drake. Bro, go to your next phase. Okay. Butthole. Alright. Okay. Close. Hello, I tried Stygian for like over an hour, and I definitely can beat it with Farina Bennett, Lan Yan, Farazan. So another thing maybe for a live stream in the future before this patch ends, I might try to do a clear with Lan Yan. But yeah, I don't know. Thanks again, I suppose, for voting to level 100, one of my favorite characters, because of my familiarity, and it's very valuable because of the fact that I can't really improve her any other way other than Constellations level 100. I digress. You get the point. I like Lan Yan a lot, and level 100 makes her stronger, and I'm really happy about that.